You are watching a master at work.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. We let it ride with some Beats by Dre. I gotta give a shout out. I'm trying to get into the Beats game, and why not pay homage to the master of Beats, Dr. Dre himself. Monopoly, huh? That's a great thing to watch. It's a high strategy game. Only the best of the best can get Park Avenue, bro. First of all, want to say, not the actual game. 1,000 subs, damn. You know you can have 2 views on at once. I know, because I don't have a live screen yet, bruh. First off, I want to shout out to Aloon. Happy birthday. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully the beaver is taking care of you. Making it worthwhile. Making you spaghetti or some shit. Some spaghetti. With some meatballs, some marinara. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Kind of like this beat. Nice and slow. Beevy beeve. You better make it. Better stay. It's gonna be a good stream. Petey's gonna give it to Lou, nice and slow. Yeah. All the spaghetti and all them meatballs. I think I scared the viewers off. They can't see my face. Anyways. What's up? Welcome. I'll take off the dual mic. So this is a 2-part stream. It's going to be a podcast, live podcast, like the title says. And then I'm gonna make some beats, man. Hopefully Vic can stay awake long enough to check some of these out. 'Cause they're legit. All right, so I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, right? You should not have logical explanations for things. It's just chatting. I don't know. People join a podcast channel? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Research confirm. Is that a thing? Let's see. I don't see a podcast channel. Oh yeah, okay, talk shows and podcasts. Yeah, fuck you, Beaver. Synthetic dildos aren't right. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. Alune, you're finally in the channel. Happy birthday. So, yeah, you fucked those beavers. Yeah. What to talk about? Did it just get hot in here? Did it just get hot in here, dude? It's a little warm in here, actually. I live upstairs, so it's a little on the warm side. All right, so this podcast, Has Kids has gone live too. Tonight I bathe in what? Purple? The fuck? Is he Prince? That's alright. No love. He's jealous. So, most of you guys know, or if you don't know, then now you know. I'm pretty into certain topics. They're not sexual in nature, so please don't. I'm pulling it up on my iPhone notes. Where are they? Hello. Imagine notes, right? I use my voice to text, so it comes out even better. It's great. The fuck? Oh, I created its own folder. All right. Shoot from the hip. That's what, yeah. That's why he hates us, bro. So check it out. I've been reading, I don't know if most of you know, I am applying for a graduate program, and it's actually Doctor of Psychology, and I'm waiting, I gotta submit an essay, but I'm pretty certain that I got in. So institutions in the United States, as far educational institutions, I should say, kind of give you like a false prerequisite, or at least an idea that you have to have a master's degree to go into a doctoral program. And that's simply just not the case. Other countries are different, but in the United States, they have most colleges, even UC Berkeley, which is the right center of the Institute for Psychology, which is world renowned. It actually doesn't require you as well to have a master's degree. It only requires you to have certain, you could have a degree, a bachelor's degree in psychology that would help you, but as long as you have some of the bread and butter courses of undergraduate work, which I have, because I use those as my electives, you can still get into the program. So that's what I'm doing. I'm skipping the master's, and why waste 2 years when you don't have to? Not like I'm doing anything important though, but why not? So since it's a field that interests me a lot. psychology, what makes the brain work. Not physiologically or biologically. It's what makes people act the way they do, abnormal psychology, criminology, all those kinds of things just fucking, get me going, man. Tell you what. Like, I stay up late after raids and I read books. I read books for fun. Who does that? That's like running for fun. If I could run, I would, but nobody does that. I just blew your, I blew your mind, Beaver. I can read. I'm, contrary to Viro's belief that I am a cokehead, I can read, okay? And I'm pretty decent at writing research papers and essays, and so I'm very confident in the application process that I will get in. Plus, I was already accepted into their marriage and family therapist program, but I decided to withdraw from that, so I'll be interviewing with the same dean and the same director of the program, so whatever. Anyway, so I read books, and mainly, there's so many different kinds of books out there, so many different research papers, and I look for things that haven't been done yet, because I don't like reinventing the wheel, and that's kind of the state that psychology is in as a field of study, because it's constantly evolving, because they go back and they research the same things. That's how you go from, if you look at the Diagnostic Statistics and Manual of Mental Disorders, the DSM, it has 5 versions, right? And was first published in the 1860s, but it's evolved. I mean, think about everything that's evolved since then, as far as mental health goes, and how they approach mental health, caring for the patients. So how they revise that is they put together committees and research groups, and they conduct studies on those particular disorders, and if they find something different, then they submit for revision of the DSM. So in 2013, the DSM-5 was issued, and a lot of disorders that used to be classified as their own mental disorder have then now been grouped with other disorders. So they're kind of fine-tuning it, and it's kind of always evolving. But like I said, I'm more interested in things that really haven't been researched. And a lot of this is politically driven, unfortunately. But I was thinking, because I've been watching I've been binge watching a lot of Netflix and all this bullshit. So I was thinking, do you really hear much about like serial killers anymore, other than ones that have already, perpetrated their crimes, have been caught or whatever? The answer is, yeah, there's a couple, because the criteria to be a serial killer is, basically, it's 3 consecutive murders with a pattern, that's kind of like the layman's term. So there's not really, to be labeled as a serial killer, it really doesn't take much. But they're not the way that they used to be, and I found a correlation that I wanted to talk about. It's just a theory, but it kind of makes sense in my mind. So I think that's all that matters. If it sounds right in your mind, it could be right. Unless you're just crazy, like I am. So I'm going to start the podcast. I'll blow your mind again here in a second. All right, here we go. And yes, I'm doing it with a dip in. So I'm an American. That's what we do. Chew tobacco. All right. Welcome, everyone, to a new season. I'm starting a new season of the show. I changed the name. It used to be the ODJ Experience, but I decided to change it because what were you really experiencing? Just my voice, right? So it's called the Skaldic Saga. Yeah. It's a Viking theme, whatever. Basically, it's a poetic tale. No, it's not a live podcast. It is still on Anchor.fm. So I welcome all of you and thank you for listening. So today, by the way, this is recorded live on Twitch for you listeners that are going to listen. Because I'm a big deal on Anchor FM. I mean, I'm sponsored by that. They give me a penny per 10 listens. It's a lot of money. That's up quick. Anyways, today I want to further discuss my correlation that I found between serial killers, technology, and mass shooters. And I know this is a sensitive subject, so anything I do say, I hope that it's taken in the best context. And I know that people who perpetrate these crimes affect other people's lives, and the victims' lives are forever changed, and the families. So please know this comes from a place of trying to understand it better, to where, something I could study in the future to help make a difference, maybe. It takes that desire to want to make a difference to actually make a difference, right? So I have a couple of theories. And what I wrote down, actually, I guess it's a research question. And I thought this when I was reading The Ego and ID by Sigmund Freud. It's translated from German to English, so it's been dinged a few times in the literature world for that, but no translation is actually perfect. But I view it as a good read, and it's actually about psychoanalysis. So, and it ties psychoanalysis deals with your consciousness, your pre-consciousness, and your unconsciousness. So the main theories that I thought of when I read about the psychoanalysis theory, which you're talking was developed in the 1890s, is how does this theory affect people who commit murder, right? So my ultimate goal in this profession is to work in the criminal justice system somehow, in some way. The school I'm trying to get into offers a correctional rehabilitation focus. So it's like, not only are you, if I successfully complete the program in an internship, I could work in a prison doing intakes, analysis on behavior analysis on people that just entered into the criminal justice system. Also, you can work for like a district attorney's office. You can analyze people to see. It's not depressing. I don't think so. You could see if they're fit to stand trial. Or you could actually try to help people. I could be a clinical psychologist. Could work with veterans. There's the endless opportunities once you're licensed. So it's exciting, and especially the research part. I like conducting research because it's amazing to have your idea and then test it and then see the results. And when sometimes they're wrong, like I never like, I don't really feel like, oh, I'm wrong because my theory was wrong. But it's just like, it's a hypothesis. It's an educated guess. You don't know the answer until you test it. And if your answer's wrong, I mean, you move on. So anyways, I was reading Sigmund Freud's theory, and the introduction to his theory. I had some thoughts pop in my head, so I wrote them down. And I thought, how has the idealism of committing murder changed over the past 30 years? And why did I pick 30 years? It's very evident why I did. In 1989, the internet launched, in a sense. Technology started to grow rapidly. Computers were getting smaller and smaller and faster. There was more cameras on every corner. People's lives were more showcased to the world, not necessarily social media, but email, just instant exposure for people to the world, to society. Everything was at the touch of your fingertips. So if we think before then, that is what I would say would be the era of the serial killer. And I say that because these serial killers could commit a murder, and they could go to a rural area and nobody would see it. If they were good, they would leave no trace evidence, right? And at that time, law enforcement, between even counties that were conjoined, basically, there's a line dividing county jurisdiction, didn't even have the proper means of communicating with each other. So if the killer lived in one county and the murder was committed in another county, those counties wouldn't necessarily share information with each other to try to figure out what happened and who did it, or collaborate with one another. Most interesting case, you could say, is you look at Ted Bundy, right? Ted Bundy, let's pull him up. Everybody knows Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was probably one of the most prolific serial killers of all times. In the 1970s, so see, this is the 1970s. I would say is the peak of serial killers, because of that technology, that lack of technology, the lack of ability to process DNA, collaborate between jurisdictions again. So Ted Bundy was actually somebody, I would say is a rare specimen. If you've watched, there's a documentary on Netflix about him, and you kind of hear him talk. You would think, this guy, there's no way this guy committed all these crimes, right? Very charismatic. He's, he's a good-looking guy. He really charismatic with the ladies, and that played to his advantage. And he understood that where and how he committed his crimes, no one would ever witness it. So, I mean, he was such a psychopath to the T that he represented himself in court during his trial. He was a law student, and he actually, let me double check. I think he actually did graduate and became an attorney. But the most interesting part is I actually lived in the area when I was in the Army. I was stationed where he committed some of his first murders. And I'll tell you what, there are places out there that access to privacy to do what he did was very easy to do. There's one freeway goes in and out of the state. And hang on a sec. I had an ad pop up in the middle of that. It distracted me. So anyways, why did he get away with what he did for as long as he did? Is a real question. Stupid ads. You pull it up here. I found a video running. This is a horrible podcast. Okay, so it is thought that he obviously he committed his first few killings prior to 1974 in Washington State, and throughout his rampage, I would say, he basically went state to state because he was leaving in the wake of the women that he murdered in Washington State, Oregon, California, and eventually in Utah. It ended for a little while, but in Utah he attended law school. So during those times when the police were trying to figure out who committed these murders, those agencies in Washington had no way to communicate with the agencies in California or in other jurisdictions. So a lot of those went as unsolved murders. And when was he actually caught? Okay. So this is according to biography.com, so somebody wrote an article on him. After his prison escape, it wasn't really like a prison, it was a detention center in Colorado. Well, he was finally caught in suspicion of a murder of a young woman in Colorado, and he was taken into custody there. And that's where he first elected to represent himself as his own counsel. And they let him, law enforcement let him use the library by himself, unattended, not handcuffed. Guy jumps out of a window and runs for the mountains and goes on like a 15-hour manhunt where they shut down the city. But they eventually caught him. Then he escaped again. This is how bad law enforcement was back then. I think he thought it was bad now. He escaped a second time and made it all the way to Tallahassee, where then he broke into a Florida State sorority, and he murdered 2 women there. And that's where he was eventually apprehended. And he went to a lengthy trial and blah, blah, represented himself again. he made this whole mockery of the justice system. Nobody, like, they couldn't link him fully to the other murders in the other states because of the lack of technology. So eventually he was, ultimately only found guilty. He admitted to killing 36 women. He may have killed 100. But I believe he was only found guilty 2 counts. But that, he was in a death penalty state, and he received the death penalty, ultimately was executed in 1989. So, thinking of this case, nobody would try to attempt that now. I don't know of anybody that would. Like, there's no way that you could go on a state, you could maybe go on a rampage in your state, but you don't hear of it happening. If it does, it's super rare that someone is able to commit these kind of crimes and go as far as he did in distance-wise and killing spree, so on and so forth, without being caught. I mean, watch those murder mystery shows, and they have CCTV cameras on every corner. You go to withdraw money from an ATM, boom, they got you. You go to fill up at a gas station, boom, they got you. They just need to put out on social media what you look like, and someone's going to turn you in. So it really doesn't happen like it did back then. And the common denominator for me is technology. I also thought, likewise, or actually similarly, in mass killings, are they the same as serial killings? Mass killing is kind of the, obviously it could be a mass shooter. A mass killing, again, if I go to, well, here, let's look real quick before I change subjects. Let's look at the definition from the FBI of what serial murder is. They even state on their website, serial murder is a relatively rare event, estimated to comprise less than 1% of all murders committed in any given year. However, there's a huge interest in this topic that far exceeds its scope and has generated countless articles, books, and movies, and different subcategories of psychology, which is pretty amazing. Profiling, what have you. So there's another one I watched too, and they mention it right here, of the 1970s Jack the Ripper. They labeled him that. The media labels all serial killers. I don't know. Horrible news sells, right? So this version of Jack the Ripper tormented women in London, in the London area, for over 5 years before he was apprehended. And you can watch this documentary again on Netflix. Really great. Really thought out. They actually interview the actual officers that were involved in the entire case. He was successful in getting away with killing 13 women over the span of 5 years because law enforcement stuck to a profile of what they thought the killer was and where he was from, and they never deviated from their belief. And the only way that this guy was caught was from a random traffic violation. He had someone else's license plates on his vehicle, and that made the officer suspicious, pulled him over. The guy, and he actually had a prostitute in his car that he was going to kill. Not to mention, the police botched the motive for the murders based around his hatred for prostitution, because he had killed a couple of prostitutes, but prior to that, before his first kill, he assaulted random women alone. They were just walking down the street at night. He assaulted them, tried to kill them, but he wasn't good at what he did yet. So, during this era of serial killers, law enforcement, especially there, were running around with their, like a chicken with its head cut off. They, again, like in the US, did not share information in between jurisdictions. They didn't have the technology to collect information from the public like we do now. And also, they literally just, they screwed the pooch, so to speak. They interviewed the actual killer. It's documented. They interviewed him 9 times. But because he was such an ordinary, charismatic person, they didn't deem him as a suspect. Because he lived that normal life. He had a wife. He had a job. He spoke like he was educated. Just like Ted Bundy. So it makes you wonder, like, had technology not evolved the way it has, and as much as I hate social media, I really do, it can be either really good or really bad for you. It has truly blown the doors wide open for ending these types of crimes. I mean, you could just watch the first 48 on A&E. In most cases, those detectives find out what happened and arrest the person within, I've seen, no more than 2 months. That's crazy. Whereas, I mean, in the before the internet age, you had murders that would go unsolved for years. And sometimes cold cases that are linked to serial killers or just people in general that happened in the 70s and 80s. They're now being solved because of technology. Retesting evidence. It's just amazing. So there's a myth that the FBI wants people to know about as well, about serial killers and their behavior. Myth number 1. Serial killers are all dysfunctional loners. That's evident, that's obviously false, right? Many of the criminal profiling that happens is, you know, you have like a set characteristics. Okay, was he abused as a child? Is it sexually driven crime? So maybe he was sexually abused. Or her, because there's been a few female serial killers out there. But they're like, okay, he meets that criteria. Okay, so how is he in society? Then if he meets this, then he's got to be socially awkward. He's got to be not able to function in society. He can't hold a job. He probably doesn't bathe on the regular. All of that is garbage. And I'm not saying that serial killers don't exist today. And I'm not saying that all serial killers aren't dysfunctional. But some of them are so good. You have sociopaths, psychopaths. They are so good at pretending to be normal that they blend right in, right? It's like on Assassin's Creed, right? You sit on that bench, you're about to assassinate somebody in the game. You blend in, right? They don't see it coming. So the FBI states majority of serial killers are not reclusive, social misfits who live alone. They are not monsters and may not appear strange. Many serial killers hide in plain sight within their communities. There's another documentary I watched. I think it's called Interviewing a Killer, something like that. It's on Netflix. Netflix is huge right now with that stuff. Check it out. So, this guy who killed, he was called the Kansas City Strangler in the 80s. They interviewed him a few years ago in prison. Asked him why he did what he did. And he told his story, admitted everything, gave gruesome details. He's quite a horrible person in nice terms. But he said during the search, the police had narrowed down that these women were being taken from this particular street, right? And the killer had to live in that area or frequent that area. And he stated, which I believed, that he was sitting there observing the police, and an undercover officer came up and sat next to him and started conversating with him, and actually told them what was going on, who they were looking for. This guy was so normal that a police officer would be entrusted to tell him vital information. It's just amazing. Finally, he was apprehended and served a long time in prison. He tried to plead insanity so that he wouldn't be held responsible. But luckily, a forensic psychologist deemed that just wasn't true. He was just a very, very good liar. He got away with what he did because he lived in that pre-internet age. So, we think, how does, I wrote this down actually, how has technology changed the way new killers commit their crimes? Because the reality is that there's still killers out there. There's still these people, there's still people like this. There's still serial killers, there's still sociopaths, there's still psychopaths out there. How do they operate today? And that's why I thought of the correlation between, or trying to seek the difference between mass shooters and serial killers. A lot of the time you think, or someone could think, a mass shooter is just picking random targets, right? That's not the case. And this particular event took place. I was just out of basic training, and I found out that I was going to Fort Hood, Texas. And I was in another training program, so I was still in Missouri for a little while. But I realized that I was going to a place that already had a mass shooter. I won't name names, but there was, in 2009, there was a captain. He was, forgot exactly what branch he was in. I know Army, of course, but I don't know what MOS branch. He shot and killed 9 of our soldiers deploying. They were getting ready to deploy to Afghanistan because he felt that, they were gonna go. Those soldiers were gonna go kill his brethren. Because he shared the same religious views as that of the Taliban, I don't want to get too in depth into that. So knowing that I was going to a place that already had an active shooter scene, and they had already torn down the building where it had occurred, I thought, hopefully that never happens again. And the month before I showed up, it happened again. Except this time, it was fortunate that it wasn't as many casualties, but a soldier unhappy with his leadership, the stresses of being in the military. I don't know what it was. I don't care to know. All I know is that he killed 3 people within his unit, all the way from his company to his brigade level. I was terrified to go there. Felt like I was gonna live in a war zone. And it makes you think. And I understood at the time why politicians thought the way they did. This guy, we lived in a state where it takes 30 minutes to buy a handgun. He was able to smuggle it in on post and commit his crimes. So at that time I was like, hell yeah, there should be gun reform. But he never displayed any of the characteristics leading up to that. Maybe in his private life he did. But buying a gun on its own doesn't make you a potential suspect of a mass killing. So that blows my mind and makes me want to research that more. What makes somebody, is it because they know that they can't commit murder the way that they want to, so they try to make it impersonable and about anger and showing their frustration to the world by using something that, like an automatic weapon. I refuse to call it an assault rifle because that's not what they're called. Little disclaimer, I am not a gun-toting, activist for gun rights. I do own firearms, but I'm responsible with them, and I understand that they're not toys. And if you have to kill with a gun, I feel it better be your last resort and not dying yourself. Otherwise, if you get into a situation where you need to use a gun offensively, you might want to rethink your life. But that's just my opinion. And fortunately this year, with coronavirus, mass shootings are way down. Way down. Everybody's at home, but domestic violence is through the roof. So, I was also in the Army. I was getting out of the Army actually in 2017 when the shooting in Las Vegas took place. And I thought to myself, was that a crime of opportunity? Or was that a targeted crime? That one I felt was covered up so quick. We didn't know the details. We didn't know anything. Nothing was really released. Not covered up, not like a conspiracy theorist, but it was pretty much like I still don't know much about that. Yeah, I could probably research it, but I don't trust all the sources out there. So he killed 50 people that night. And they were all from the same, I would say, they were all the same demographic. There was a country concert, right? All the similar types of people were at that concert. They liked, I'm not saying all the same race, because any race can love country, but predominantly it was a bunch of white people. So what does that do for his motive to commit that crime? And it also, I don't know, it feels like there's a huge correlation between him and how serial killers choose their victims, right? It is very rare that a serial killer kills outside of his own race. Facts don't lie. Ted Bundy only killed white women. Kansas City Strangler only killed white women. There's one exception with the 1970s Jack the Ripper, was he killed one African American woman. Other than that, they were all white. And I think that one was merely a crime of opportunity for him. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. So I wonder what truly, it makes me wonder, like, yeah, maybe. This makes me truly wonder why, like, what drives somebody to do what they do. If we look at this article titled, this is something that it's important to talk about as well. Mental health, right? I actually made a pledge last September. I wouldn't shave my beard to honor soldiers who succumbed to suicide, and I've kept that pledge. Not that I can end suicide, but if there's a way I can bring awareness to it in my small community of 5 viewers, I would. So I think it's important to talk about these things, even though they're tough and they could be boring for people. But this is something that I wake up and am excited to learn about. Not because I want to be a serial killer or a mass shooter, because I want to end it. I want to end these issues. Is that realistic? No way. This will always happen. Even if we take all the guns away, you could commit mass murder with a truck. Doesn't matter. The important thing is his mental illness and identifying what it looks like. That's kind of like when I started reading about psychoanalysis, and it talks about how, you know, we are our consciousness, right? That's our ego, and then, you know, there's kind of like a link between consciousness and unconsciousness, and that's the pre-consciousness, and sometimes horrible memories are suppressed into the pre-consciousness. Like a traumatic event, you'll forget certain characteristics of the event or parts of the event or the event altogether because your mind, it's too traumatic. So Freud's theory was like studying his patients and finding ways to bring forth those and understanding those memories that are in the pre-consciousness. He also found or theorized that memories cannot come from your memories cannot come from your subconsciousness, because memories are only created in your consciousness when you're awake. So that makes me think, like, what about when you're dreaming, right? I dream about some random stuff that I've never done, but it could be something that you've heard about or witnessed on TV years ago that decide to summon itself in a dream. I did have that is a great question, though. Tell you about my mother. You want to know about my mother? That's okay. So, testing this theory, there's also a new age psychology treatment that I've actually had performed on me. And I thought it was very successful, and it's not hypnosis. Many people think it is, but it's not. It's called EMDR, and it stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. So in my mind, since I've had that done to me, and what you do basically is you fixate on a negative thought or dream or an event, and then you basically you could use your hand, you could use sound, you could use touch, but you try to move your eyes, and it's supposed to physiologically stimulate your brain to help your consciousness unlock memories that are stowed away in your pre-consciousness. That sounds like something Hollywood would have thought of, right? But I'll tell you that it works. And if you ever hear anybody say, I was offered EMDR, but I didn't want to take it because it sounds wacko, don't dog it till you try it. So, I think that EMDR is a modern way to unlock suppressed memories or repressed memories. Freud called them repressed. I don't know why he used that term versus suppressed. I feel like there's a significance there. I might update that later. But the thought in EMDR is that you bring out those memories that are traumatic and you replace it with something that is not. That's okay. Remember, this is a live podcast, so I'm responding to people. So, during my situation, My very first memory was a domestic dispute between my biological mother and my biological father. I've only had one father, fortunately, but I've had 4 stepmothers, all of them equally horrific in their own ways. My first memory, I was 3. My mother confirmed everything that I pulled out of this memory. I remember being outdoors. My mother and my father were fighting. They weren't married at the time. My mother is a lesbian and she is out as a lesbian at this point. They divorced over that. And my mother came and confronted my father, who was not a very nice guy. We'll just put it that. He confronted him because she confronted him. I think I said he. She confronted him because my stepmother left me, who was 3, and my brother, who was 5, home alone, and we didn't live in the best of neighborhoods. She knew this because she called the house, and my brother picked up the phone at 5 years old and said, "Oh yeah, we're home alone, just playing." My mom lost her cool, went over there and confronted my father. My father didn't believe her, and it escalated into a physical altercation to the point where my dad was smashing my mother's head against the wall. I can even remember the sound. And I'm talking about this because it's not, I've worked on this with EMDR and with therapy, and it's not a traumatic event anymore for me, because what I did in EMDR was I pulled out the suppressed parts. The suppressed parts where my mom's getting beaten on, and she delivers my dad like a Rocky Balboa right hook right to the schnoz, broke his nose, blood everywhere. For me, that was significant because my mother stood up against a tyrant and succeeded. She got him to stop attacking her. She busted my nose. No one ever stood up to my dad. I didn't until I outgrew him. Likewise, EMDR helped me unlock the suppressed memory that my father then went and got his handgun. And at that time, we left. My mother and me and my brothers, we left. I remember seeing the gun. But what EMDR did for me was it took those nasty suppressed memories and I replaced it with me standing there as an adult. And it took away the traumatic event because I felt empowered in the situation. I didn't feel like I was a helpless child. And so for that, I bought into EMDR 100%. I was in a state of awe when that happened. Because I would think about that moment all the time. Like, most people's first memory of as a child is going to Disneyland or getting a new bicycle, whatever. But mine is a violent domestic dispute. But my mother was too afraid to turn him into law enforcement. Rightfully so, my dad was a scary guy. And this was 1989 when this took place. And when I grew up, I kind of like made a promise that I would never let that happen again. And I witnessed that with my brother and his wife, and I intervened. I don't talk to my brother anymore, and it didn't intervene nicely. But EMDR and therapy taught me to stand up for people who are in need. Cleaned a trailer and fell to concrete. Oh wow, that is traumatic in its own. You can't judge somebody's traumatic event. I mean, falling on the concrete hurts. I used to hate it, crashing my bicycle or dirt bike. Yes, I am the only one that you guys probably know that has crashed a dirt bike into a barbed wire fence twice. Oh. I don't know if that made you not like pickles or I don't know. Because you associate. Two times, yes. I crashed my motorcycle twice. And I'm alive to show it. And I wasn't wearing a helmet. This is the 90s. I won't repeat that comment. So, basically this entire show, we are starting to, whatever, dude. It's like I said, there's never a comparison between one person's life and another's. Like, the way that something's perceived to be traumatic is different for another person. Like, for instance, I myself never had the opportunity to go and fight the enemy, I would say, because I was in during a withdrawal with the downsizing of the army. We were done in Afghanistan at the time. There's nothing to do. We were getting ready in case Russia decided to attack us or our allies. That was fun. Because they basically told us we would have been a speed bump for the Iron Curtain. But I met many people who did serve in various ways, and events to one soldier was life-altering, traumatic, PTSD forever, and to another who was in Fallujah, it didn't even faze him. At least it looked like. I mean, who knows about his private life? But he was a Marine and then converted over. He was my platoon sergeant, so he's way higher ranked than me. And he I wouldn't say loved being in Fallujah, but he sure didn't shy away from it. And he was there the whole time. So, you know, I don't ever judge anybody's story, because I mean, you could have a traumatic event, getting bit in the face by a dog. I've been bit by dogs. Does it make me hate dogs? No, I'll straight punch a dog in the face if it bites me now. But I've been bit by spiders, so I'm a little prejudiced against spiders. I kill every single one of them. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a nice one. I don't care if it's a daddy long leg that kills gnats for me. I see a spider, because I was bit in the neck when I was a kid. I didn't become Spider-Man. I was kind of bummed about that. But I see a spider and I just see red and I kill it. I kill every spider I see. I think in ways like black widows, some of the scariest spiders out there. I'll light them on fire. Like, I don't even grab a shoe and try to kill it. No, I get some WD-40 or some kind of aerosol can and sprays. I make a torch and I burn that thing. Because I was bit in the neck and was sent to the hospital as a child. So, I have a colorful past, and that's not my only traumatic memory from my childhood, but it's my first. I've used EMDR and other ones, and it's not always successful. Sometimes it just can't break through. And that's okay. It's not a dig at the type of therapy, but I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand with the psychoanalytic approach, bringing memories forth from pre-consciousness into consciousness so you can interpret them. And I also believe that people that commit this will be the closing because I have 5 minutes left on this podcast. Not the live part, the recorded part. This brings up my theory, more of a question, and I'm sure it's answered out there. I don't know about how often and how thorough it is answered, but the people who commit these horrific crimes, do they have a consciousness? I mean, they're talking, they're walking, they're interacting, they're productive members of society at most times. But what drives them to be animalistic? Like Ted Bundy bit his victims and then mutilated them and had decapitated them, nasty stuff, right? What would drive someone to do that? Someone that comes from somewhat of a normal background. Is it the theory of nature versus nurture? Was he abused as a child? It boggles my mind because I was. But am I a serial killer? That's why I want to. That's why I'm so interested in this stuff. Because if they say all these, like it's a pattern, it's a profile. Like he had an abused past. He's going, he starts with animals. He kills animals, tortures them. Then he moves on to people or assaults them or whatever, and it keeps growing and growing. But like I fit some of those categories. So many people fit those categories. But what makes those others, those killers, stand out? And I think it has to do with the type of consciousness they have. I feel like, yes, they're aware. That's what makes them conscious. You're aware. But at some point, their mind starts to act off their unconsciousness. Unconsciousness is what drives fight or flight. It's what puts you to sleep. It's what regulates your body. It's what tells you when to eat. It's the things that just happen, right? It's your unconsciousness. That's my thoughts. Not everyone's going to agree with that. So I guess in a sense I could be labeled as a Freudian or whatever they call it, because I believe in his theory. So this whole hour, I don't know if I really answered any of the questions more than presented. But the biggest thing I wanted to accomplish was shedding light on mental health and taking care of your mental health. It's very important. And don't fall into pitfalls or judging a person because you think that they act like somebody famous in history. I have 30 seconds and I really don't know what to say. Anyways, please, the next episode is going to be great. I'm going to actually talk about, it's going to be my second to marital advice episode. So catch that next week. It's going to be great. Thanks for listening. All right, so that was the recorded part. That's done. That's okay. So this is kind of the stuff that I'm into. That's what I spend my spare time, other than playing a lot of video games. I read this stuff. I want to solve stuff. I want to solve. I want to understand phenomenons in psychology. Why people act the way they do. It's crazy. But what do you think I should do next? I do have to take a break. Personal reasons. What do you guys think I should do next? Think we should try to make some music? Making music's fun. Make some beats, some badass beats. Let's do that. All right, I'm gonna take a break, come back, and we're gonna make some music that you might be able to use on your stream. I'll let you. All right, I'll be right back. What's up? I'm back. Oh, two mics. No bueno. Let's get a better view. Hey, sorry, Masa. Now you know why I'm such a sensitive butterfly. I spread my wings and I fly. Well, it's taken years, my man, but ain't nobody gonna bully me anymore. See this, you know, they see the beard, dude, and they just run. They just run away. So I'm gonna bridge into some beats, man. Let's make some beats. Can I change the scene? No, I'm staying on. Hang on. Okay. I'm changing the overlay midstream. Midstream. Yeah, dude, it worked. All right, let's change. Let's change this. Beats, live podcasted beats. Music. All right, here we go. Done. Oh. DJ Odious. All right. Here we go. I'm back. Check it out, dude. You see how quick? Dude, that was a slide change right there, man. All right. Are you going to bed, actually, Masa? You're such an old man, dude. Let's see who's still in the stream. Beef. All right. So should I start a new project or work on my last one? Kind of want to do a new one. Let's do a new one. All right, dude. Oh, he was sleepy. Okay, so we're gonna start a new beat. Here we go. Yeah, it came close. Yeah. Fine, I'll open it. Fine. Oh, this was your beat, dude. I named it Beevy Beeve. This is you, dude. This is a BB Beef. Everybody do the BB Beef. I don't really know what to do at the end. What do you think of that? I think it's pretty good. Oh wait, I kept going. I forgot. It just keeps going and going. What? No. This whole time you can't hear it, dude? The fuck? No. Okay. Let's try that again. This beat is for you, bro, and you couldn't hear it. I feel sad. All right. That's what I got so far, man. It's called the Baby Beef. You like it? No? It's cool if you don't. get offended. Horns. They're called brass. Using this app. So that's one of the ones that I would say I have done. Dude. You liked it, dude? Oh yeah. Well, it's pretty much ready to be on a stream or some shit, man. Alright, what do I want to do with this one? Hardest part is finding a good. I've done that one. Fuck. Just do that as an intro, bro. Okay. So many, dude. Oh yeah, okay. Got an idea. Got an idea, bro. Okay, so that's going. Beat to the beat. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Ugh. Okay, okay. It's good bass. Good bass line. Let's see what kind of different brasses we got. Wacky. Oh, no. Every time I forget about that one. fart fell. Ah, shit. West Coast thing. Oh, dude, I feel like that would go, huh? Oh, no, don't do that. Okay. It's just, we're just laying the foundation right now. Okay, let's check it out. lot. What else can we add in there? No. It's gotta be something like in between. Oh. Percussions. Oh, what's that, Cabo? Cymbal. Tambourine. Oh. Oh yeah, dude. Gotta add a section like. You didn't sound good? See it. Experimenting. Greece will not stand. Synth. Oh. Maybe I had it. Yes. Formatted, bastard. Bastard. Okay. What do you think, dude? Sounds like a cool segue. Maybe like here. Let's try another. Oh, They're not making me like it. Dirt piano. Maybe is there just like a no. It's gotta be these percussions. Let's try that. Oh no, don't do that. No! Oh my god. Okay. And that one in. Alright, let's see what else I do. Non-existent. You are deleted. You are the weakest link. Too much. Is there a different synthetic sound? with like a scratch on it. Coming for ya. Fuck you. I feel like I keep going to the same ones. Okay, so I'm going to phase these out. And bring this one in. And we'll change up the song. But it's fucking boring right here, dude. I need to add something right here. Nope. Is that A? Yeah, we'll go low to high. Yeah, that sounds. Okay. Let's play it. To the top. To the top. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. What does that sound like? Wait. Boom bass. So, where it ends. Wah, wah, wah. I don't have an ear for cowbell. No. It's kind of cool. Pretty sick. Does that go with that? Let us find out. can't remember these, dude. Stop playing. Ugh. Did you like that song I made you though? Wacky. Oh, you better not have added that. Fuck. Percussions. Don't know what. Keys. I think I've done this one. Looking for something unique. Like this. Shit. Bass farts. No. No. That'd be a good intro. Something regular music, maybe? Not good for effects. No. There's some chime in there, dude. I got an idea. Got a big idea here. It might not work. It might. I don't know. Start at the top. From the top. Right. the BBB. Whatever. We're gonna name this whatever. Water. Water. Gotta play the BBB, dude. Trademark. Crazy how delayed it is. What are you guys doing right now? World of Warcraft? This part's kind of long. I can cut it out. Oh, that's I guess. I don't know what to do, man. The fuck do I export as? Media player? Wave file? I don't even know. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be okay. Normalizing. You guys are playing World of Warcraft. How dare you? Alright. Oh, I found out that Too Many quit playing WoW. Crazy. Okay. Music. Okay, it's OneDrive documents, music, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Music. What? Get our music maker. It had a catastrophic failure. Whoa. Okay, let's go to a different method. Oh, here we go. BVB, there's a wave file. Let's see if that works. Trying to put it in a Discord. See how it sounds. Discord. Alright, dude, let's switch to some World of Warcraft. This is like a three-part stream, bro. Oh, dude, I was able to put it on Discord. Hell yeah. Are you guys PvPing right now? That's going on? Alright, anyways. Done with the beats. Switching themes. What's up and back? Here we go. Okay, so I'm doing. Okay. Where is it? Now I'm gonna edit. It's a stream that never ends. Boom, live podcast, and beats, and wow. Hello? Can you hear me? I'm streaming. What are you guys doing? Low keys, huh? Sign me up. You'll have She Shaman? Yeah, I don't know. Hang on, I got a fix.
I wish they would let Void Elves have access to Blood Elf haircuts. Because, like, all the fucking hairstyles you can get for a male Void Elf all look just retarded.
Dude, I don't fucking care about
Are
that.
they not the same? I just assumed that the Void Elf haircuts were the same as just the
Nah.
regular Blood Elf.
They
I
are
just thought we
different.
were limited in color, like we can only be Void color.
I mean,
I don't know about the female haircuts, but all the male haircuts are either just ridiculous looking or, like, they look like your guy's going bald, which I don't like.
I don't really
Oh,
want to
weird.
kneel. I want to beat things up with my fists.
What are we doing?
TOP.
Yeah.
Oh, can I get a
Yeah,
summon?
yeah, we're summoning it.
What are you healing on? This is your birthday. You shouldn't have to heal on your birthday.
I just realized I had an unused trinket that entire dungeon that I used 0 times.
Skills.
I
Yeah.
hate unused trinkets. I'd rather just
no.
make that shit passive.
Well, both of my highest item level trinkets are unused. Like I've got the one that spawns the 3
Alright,
guys that you, or the 4 guys that you got to pick up to get the haste buff. And
Oh,
then
and I hate when you have to like interact, like, oh, run to the
Mhm.
bubbles and pick them up.
Play
in
my
haste.
monk.
I'm like, I ain't about that life.
it's just it's what I got, you know.
Monk.
Isn't it also bad for monk? Like you don't need haste. I guess
No,
you don't have the
but-
trinkets, so it's, I mean the proper legendaries.
But it's good for Zuin. Like that's the whole reason the Invoker legendary is good because it gives you a bunch of haste during Zuin, and Zuin benefits from haste.
I mean, I can't really talk. Temeraire is rocking, what do you call it? PvP trinkets.
Probably be better off with some like unused PvP trinkets, but I just haven't had time to go PvP on this guy.
Lame.
I tried to heal in Torghast
You
last night.
already
Oh no,
have
it's something with
a
the
mailbox.
game,
I
dude.
went all the way to buy shit and then never got
Sign
it out of the
something.
mailbox.
Yeah, I'll put one down.
Gosh, dude.
Which is the story of my auction house life.
Talk to Katie.
There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. There we go. I don't mind bringing my paladin or something. I mean, I guess I could bring my shaman. Me shaman. Like, how low are we talking here? Like 2s, 3s? Sure, my paladin could do
Oh,
that.
you changed your setup law.
What'd you talk about? What's that up?
Means you removed the printer.
I mean, like, I don't know. Last time you were streaming, that's not what it looked like.
Are you talking about my recliner days?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. No more recliner. Have my own room. It's pretty nice.
I always get people go like, "Oh, I'm streaming. You should like go look at it." And I'm like, I don't know how.
The fuck?
You look through the window.
I don't solicit my stream. Sorry. You're not allowed to come unless you know how.
Don't worry. Even if you gave me instructions, I probably wouldn't figure it out.
I keep meaning to like fire up Twitch just so I can like add a viewer to you guys' channels.
We have channels.
I wouldn't be very good at like paying attention, but I would just do it so there'd be more people in your channels.
Aw, thanks. Thanks, Bravest.
I was surprised I wasn't following you already.
That's alright. Pyro doesn't. It's only Beaver and the main.
No,
I feel like Pyro's probably in my boat.
No.
No, he
Byron-
follows.
Oh,
we
shit.
pulled that.
Sorry, that was me. Tab too far.
Alright, so I don't know.
I thought you might like a challenge.
I could heal on this guy.
I mean,
Show off them
all up.
tanking skills.
I'm all
Don't.
up for it. It's a loon though.
Look at all these, dude. Look at all these
She got
legendaries. I haven't turned in, dude. I got
God.
one.
Why does he always
As
stand
long as I
five,
stop
six,
standing and
seven.
shit.
7 memories.
This guy's about to die, the contender.
Balloon. Whoa, bro. What are you doing? Thank you for the 5 months of. Unless you just said that, I don't know, but either way, thank you. I should be subbing to you, man. It's your
on cooldown.
birthday, bro.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I don't know
just-
why my alerts aren't working either. Gotta fix that. Let's try that.
Somebody get next interrupt.
Are you healing that dungeon right now? I guess I could just look. I'm tabbed out. Yes, you are. You are a trooper.
I'm next.
I'm trying to fix why it's not working.
I'm next.
Test my widget.
I am next. I'm just kidding.
I thought it was funny.
Thanks.
Okay, I don't want to. Okay, good. What should I do right now while I wait?
That monk really hasn't been doing much. Like in the fight, not you, Mono.
I think I
The monk.
want to see how dumb and easy it is to tank in this game. Not like
Oh, I thought you were just throwing shade at Mono.
No, I'd never do that.
kind of on PvP.
I was like, he must not be paying attention to me at all.
I don't know what to do, man. Haven't played this guy in a long while.
In fairness, I'm pretty low geared.
Yeah, it's all good.
Demon Hunter tank, dude, is so fun.
I guess this
Especially the level. It's ridiculous.
low keys, low boosting.
Any little bit will help this guy. So I'm very grateful for the effort. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm stoked.
I'm also Windwalker's specialization.
Don't know what to play, dude.
Pork chop.
Tired of
Pork
healing. I
pork
want
chop.
to DPS, but I suck at DPSing. Or at least I haven't had a character that's high enough.
Just one pack.
Like, this guy could potentially be good. But I have the wrong legendary.
Nice stun.
I have the second best legendary, and it's upgraded once. So that's a lot of soul ash wasted. I have 700.
Stay back
80.
here.
I don't know. Why am I not in travel form, bro? Oh, I did not click that. So, I think I'm like renowned fucking 22 on this guy. Okay, not bad.
One dump there.
Oh yeah, the catch up is so good now.
This part does suck though.
Collect 1,000 enemas. 1,000 enemas.
I'll let him shrink a bit because after the pack we have Prideful.
Only 8 hours. They must have nerfed that. Okay. Wait, isn't the world boss?
Go.
The fucking world boss is he's in Revendreth this week. Revendreth. Ketchup. Yeah, like ketchup. The ketchup and put on my hot
Just run
dogs.
back.
It's a lot easier. Huh?
I'm just gonna reincarnate.
I don't eat anything with bread anymore. Can't. Sucks. Hello. Oh, let's just put one in there.
Oh, fuck these mobs.
Okay, I gotta look up what's the let's check out sub creation.
Oh no.
I've gotta look up what is the best.
Run back because we have Prideful. There's
Oh man. At least I'm a shaman and kind of fast.
Kind of fast. Scoldus Hall. Is that one up right now? Scoldus? I don't think it is. Fuck my life.
Nope, of course you get it. It's nice.
Okay.
Mama's ball.
So this is Mythic Plus I'm looking at. Okay, so everybody's using her with running out of time. Okay. Conduits. Oh my god, dude. Buffing Convoke. that's something that doesn't need to be buffed. Did I pick that one?
I'm on the right side, Megas.
Okay. I think I'm on the. Dude. I don't even have any more
No one's on the left side.
boomkin shit.
I meant for just for kick.
Yeah.
Whatever, I guess I'll take
Best
that one.
interrupt did you kill?
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
taking the other one.
Hmm.
Dumb.
I ate it. I'm on the Soulbinder for
I
the
ate it.
volley.
Yummy.
Alright, I'll be on the Megas.
Okay. The ketchup is real. Is this the war tip? Yeah. Okay. Alright,
Aye.
don't move. Don't you move. I guess I could heal on this guy. It's not a big deal.
I have nothing to do.
I don't have like healing legendary, but
Kill it.
alright.
I would love to.
Don't release. I'll presence a Loon.
How many more?
Loon's alive.
Oh, I can
Nice.
fucking
Love it.
reinforce it, baby.
Imagine not trusting
Ah.
us.
Lame, dude.
I trust no
Alright.
one.
Okay. See how far back I am? I only have 10 souls to get. That's awesome. Ardenweld. Wield. Is it Wield? I just jumped off that for no fucking reason. Is it Wield? Weld? Ardenweld? Weld, like I'm welding a piece of metal to another piece of metal to make it a strong piece of metal. Maybe I should ask a farmer. Yeah, I'm a farmer, dude.
Yeah,
I gotta weld shit. I don't know if that's how Canadians talk. Canadian
Oh god, I got feared.
farmers. I try to get them to say something. Dude, the stream looks good, man. This computer is legit. In fact, it's too legit.
Oh, he's in it. Interrupt.
It's too legit to quit.
Yeah, they suck. Okay.
No, you don't suck, Bravus.
Oh, you guys went. Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. I'm right behind. I have the Soulbinder again.
Come on,
This
Megas.
is prideful after this.
I thought there's. Oh, okay. I don't even know what day it is. Is it Friday?
Watch out. Death wins. Oh, fuck. Thank you,
Friday?
Beaver.
Temeraire. Temeraire.
Oh, I'm feared. Kill.
No, I was trying to go around it.
Shit. Yeah, good
Ugh.
one.
I'm the
Hydrating,
fastest
bro.
kind of shaman there is. I'm on my
Okay.
way.
That's
Now,
fine.
Loon, I don't know how fast she's gonna be.
Alright, kill this, get it as low as we can, and then we'll just wipe. Do not come back. It's fine.
What?
Okay,
are
what?
you guys
Don't come
doing?
back. I'm almost.
Did you not come back? We're gonna wipe this.
Okay, I'll just wait at the first little portal thing.
Yeah. We're just gonna bring it down as low as we can without killing it. Alright,
You guys doing a 10?
that's good. Release.
Dude, I don't know how I feel about the new patch that they announced today.
The fuck? Oops.
I understand, Beaver. You say that you like more options. I feel like, yeah, that's good for like doing 11. That's not a small key. Dude, taking alts and doing 11s? Damn, bro. I feel like for the average player that doesn't understand class, stat priorities, stuff like that, I think it's gonna make them worse. But well, I don't know. I don't know
Wait,
why
don't
it's
click the
so
next one.
early to release content about the Maw. Like, there's some of the other places we could mess with first. Like, I felt like that would have been an in game, like into the expansion tier. But maybe they have something up their sleeve with the Primus or whatever. I always thought Anduin was a little bitch. Have fucking war mode on.
I'm in combat.
Oh, he definitely is because he kills the Paragon.
just hero.
No, Paragon. No. What's her name? Ah, kills the leader of the Kyrian. Fucked up. Dude's a paladin. I don't care if he's combat. He's basically a new Lich King.
Hero.
He was actually a king. That is interesting.
Damn.
I'm excited
Okay.
about some of the gear though. Cosmetics and flying is based on renown. It's probably gonna be like renown 900. You get like flying. I don't know. That would be cool though. Fly around. Alright, I'm gonna get into this fucking. World boss kill. Any fucking. I don't even have enough anything in this guy. Could do Torghast as a bear.
Back to Gorchok win for 1 pack.
Whoa. Is that a neck? Yeah. Spolsum? What the fuck am I carrying, dude? You guys need to level some Horde tunes, man. Cause on PvP weeks like this, it's pretty easy to win. Fun. Plus, dude, I just unlocked. Last night I was fucking around and unlocked the High Mountain Torrent. Which all you have to do is complete every chapter. Yeah, no shit, right? Okay, maybe not you. Make me feel bad, bro. Just break your spine and then you don't have to work ever again. It's a pretty good deal. And Beaver can take care of you. Can you imagine that? Dude, nobody's doing this boss. At least nobody with war mode.
No.
Beef.
Dude, that sucks.
UDD.
I'm not gonna convoke on this little dude. Sorry. Let's go, people. That sucks, man. Did you get the shot yourself? If you're handing them out? Not really handing them out, but administering them? Like, it's very difficult to get it here. Sorry, you can answer me later. Are you busy? I think I wanted to change some
We're gonna have
spells
prideful
around.
after this mob.
This one, this one, this one, this one.
Is next room the boss, or is it one more?
We have to kill all
Should be
this
better.
trash. And after that, it's the boss. You got that.
Are we shackling any of
What
these
the fuck
mobs?
just
Or?
happened?
No, I think we'll just kill
These
them.
things, what do these do to you? They stun you?
Keep cooldowns for them.
Can we kill the trash, dude? Sorry about the 10-man, this fucking world boss. Ripperoni. That's a cool name. Ripperoni. Pocket repair kit. Oh, I know what that is. You get a belt and then the pocket repair kit. You can like repair your gear inside a dungeon. Or it's pretty rad, actually.
Mono's balls.
Mono and his balls, bro. Oh, dude. It's been a long stream, man.
PI, you got it?
What? Let's try this one. Yeah, whatever. Oh, cool. I'm not gonna convoke on some trash. Who brought these fucking guys?
Prideful after this guy again.
He's a button clicker.
Oh, thank God we don't have the defense one.
He's a button clicker. Be a lot better if you didn't click buttons. Just fucking go, dude.
Although I have like no defense. Oh.
Oh, dang it.
There we go, there we go.
I'm too slow.
Run back quick. We have no
I'm
battle.
coming.
Hit it. Convoke. Really not doing that much damage. No. Oh. Go to sleep, my big friend.
It's on B, watch out.
Closer to the box. It's on me.
Get it.
Mono's balls.
Mono and his balls, man.
Let's go.
Ooh, don't get hit by that.
What the fuck are all these things? Ads, dude.
Down there with me.
Me.
Oh, I got it right down.
Yeah, just go.
Bye, Mono.
They're spamming sit.
Can I get PI?
Yeah, man. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah. Can I get PI? Just chill, bro. I'm gonna ask for that all the time. Hey, PI. Stands for pass interference.
Kill it, man. Killed it.
Alright, so no loot off that boss. That's okay.
What the fuck, man? Fuck off.
At least. Mass tree bird. Why is this legendary bad? Every 300 astral power spent grants celestial alignment. I don't feel like that's a bad thing.
Oh, and Beaver can fucking meld us with the other pack.
Oh no, dude.
You talking about the fat boy?
Fat boy.
Dude, I don't need that right now.
Thanks.
Should I do Guardian Affinity? Thick hide.
Oh, you're next on triangle?
Yeah, I got thick hide.
Got the other.
Got a thick hide. Yeah, because when I convoke, then I would
Shit.
do some bear shit. Bear shit.
Strange having mobs that you can interrupt but not stun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use my
Oh, the
stun.
crowd's down. I can distract
My
him.
legendary cloak still.
Yeah, we're fine if we stick to the corner.
Piranha.
Not sure, man.
I'm a piranha.
I think I used it before that last boss.
Alright,
I'm on the horror.
Let's fucking. Dude, that one sucks.
Interrupt. Oh,
Yeah, try to bag the fucking. Aid the Vinti.
tank pop defensives, everything you got.
Everything you got. Oh, where am I going, dude? Walk off
It's
the fucking cliff.
Doing it again.
I wanna go. You know what? That's. Yeah, okay, fuck that. I'm going there. Kill my. A rare. Do I get.
Just recover a bit.
Can I get PI for this
Oh.
fat?
Oh, it's already
Rancid gas bag.
there.
Let me hold banking.
He does it front and back. You have to be to the side.
Turn it off war mode.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess he farted on me.
Pretty sure he sharded.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference.
Does anybody have a repair?
Not down here, no.
That's fine. I'll be okay. As long as I don't die again.
Do we have any in the guild bag? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think we've really been using them.
No.
Cancelli drops them like all the time, and I think Jers or somebody.
Where is Kinsella, by the way? He left the guild? Or the game?
Oh, he left the guild. He's on proper now. Drink up a loot. We have prideful after this.
Oh.
When the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, when did that happen?
I did not know we
We
were
caught
down
up
a,
wind of it.
down a
I
hill.
knew it happened. I just didn't
We
know
got-
why.
We caught wind of it on like Monday or something? I don't know. It happened after Saturday.
What was Saturday? What happened Saturday?
I guess he was benched.
For the AOTC run? What? I didn't know about that.
He wasn't even on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He left. He's gone. He server transferred both his guys.
I don't think Bravus wants to give us the juicy tea.
No, that's all I know. That's all I know. Fuck.
It might be because I asked him to put food down faster. I'm sorry, guys.
It could be that.
Yeah, he did
Could
not
be your
like
fault.
that at all. Not like that at all.
He hasn't liked me this whole tier. Sorry.
Comey took all of his alts out today.
Not surprised.
Yeah?
Didn't even know he had alts.
I didn't even see that happen.
Is he still in the guild?
His main is right now. It hasn't been on in like 8 hours.
I thought he was gonna leave for sure.
You know, if he does, whatever. It happens in this game, you know? People
Yeah.
get mad and leave.
Yeah.
I mean, we've
Fine.
had a revolving door a little for a while. It's not a big deal. We overcome.
Hey, Tim's here always.
That she is. But you've been like weird busy and not available on raid nights.
I'm gonna die, dude.
Jobs in volleyball. What the fuck?
Where's my?
Well, not volleyball in the winter.
What the fuck?
I don't know your life.
I lost my normal job due to COVID, and so I had to get another job and just kind of had to go with what I could find. And so now I don't have certain days off.
Fire. No idea what I'm doing right now, dude.
Eee.
Bye, Mono.
Well, I found out too many actually quit playing WoW altogether.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I haven't seen
been
him
forever.
on the third day.
Yeah, he just
Wow.
quit. He said he's done.
Yeah, this is a wife, I think. That's that.
Oh, did he finally get married?
Huh? No, isn't he already married?
Oh, I think so.
No, it was his fiance.
Oh yeah.
Where's my heels, dude? Oh, I got rid of
Really? He quit though.
Affinity, dude.
I hadn't seen him on in like. a
Yeah,
month
he-
or two.
No, I think we're the sad ones.
He's been off WoW. He's been off BNet for 13 days.
Yeah. Tim, there's nothing to do, dude. You can't go out and.
I know.
Like, we can't go out
Right.
and do shit.
Right.
He worked from home before COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Oh my god, look at all these. 50. Dude, I didn't even realize I had all these, bro.
Well, we could have timed it, but we didn't.
You can say it, but Temeraire died like a million times.
Yeah, it's all your fault, dude.
Couldn't stay out of Sanguine, couldn't stay
Dude,
out of
look at-
gas people's booties, and just kept dying.
I guess you just like to get farted on.
I guess I'm kinky like that.
Brazilian fart porn.
Is that a thing?
It's on South Park, so yeah.
Okay. I'm like, that sounds too specific for you to just have pulled it out of your ass.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
let's
not.
go. Just hero this guy, that's fine.
Maybe I should go back to Resto Affinity.
We'll be able to get hero again for the other boss items.
Is this the play? I don't like the play.
God damn it. I got slowed in his bullshit and then I got tossed into the fucking thingies.
It's alright.
Oh. No, I fell off because I'm fucking around. See, that's why you don't fuck around. Excuse me. Well, here's looking at you. See if I can do it. No. There we go. What is happening? Oh, a paladin showed up. Thanks, bro. Better get something good out of this.
God, I got nothing.
Nope. What is that, a fucking pet? No. Anima. Oh, I guess I got a grateful on
Kill
me.
it with everything you've got.
Dude, I really
Beaver,
don't
come on,
wanna do
12k,
this.
12k, you can do it, you can do it!
Good job, you guys.
You
Fucking
did.
do this. I don't know why
Yay!
it's- Really want to level my demon hunter. It's because it's fun, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna go pee. If I need to.
It's fun to go in
We're
as
not time with this. There's a beer break.
vengeance and just like be the top damage, you know?
Shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy.
Do y'all can y'all repair me out here? Can you mount?
Yeah, when we get up.
He's just a boy.
I feel like I'm the only person in WoW that doesn't have any of those mounts.
You really don't have the Tundra mount?
I don't have any of them.
Wow.
I
Oh,
got you
shit.
out right here.
Wowzers.
I don't. I don't have. Oh my god, hold on.
The one with the transmog is a lot of fucking dough. I wouldn't go for that. I think the traveling Tundra is like 20k.
I don't even know where you get them.
Old Dalaran.
Yeah.
Oh.
The yak with the transmog mounts like I don't know like 100k or something.
Yeah. Travelers, you don't even have to have a rep or anything. Just walk up and buy it.
Okay. Guess I gotta get money first.
What do you spend your gold on?
Shadow gas legendary items, because I like to play all specs of all the classes I have, so that I gotta get like 3 legendaries for each.
Wow. That's a lot of dough.
Yeah, like I have like a, I don't know, like 225 demonology, a 235 destruction, and then I've got like a, I don't know, 225 affliction, but that gets expensive.
I bet.
Yeah.
And then I think I only have like the 190 on this one, but I'm saving up to get
Nice.
the bigger one.
2k sitting in my bags. That's a lot. I don't want to do anything on this guy, dude. No.
into hero.
I'm back. Right in my bunk. I have to wait another week to max out my legendary on this guy. I like unicorns. Got a problem with that? I don't. Alright. Let's do Arden. Arden Root? Arden Wild. Arden
Alright. Hero now? Hero?
Hero! I'm hungry, dude. It sucks so bad being diabetic because, like, you don't really realize how much fucking carbs
Just
are
watch out
in
for the
everything.
guns. One charging right at us.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Well, it's simple. Don't
Just
be
kill
fat. Well, you know what? It's not that easy to not be fat. It's easy to be skinny and become fat.
Good job.
It's not easy the other way around. If it's easy, there wouldn't be weight loss surgery. I thought about doing that too. But I don't want to be a twig, dude.
Brewmaster Conduit.
Agility strength trinket.
I have that exact trinket.
Yes, please. I could use it if no one else needs it. Thank you.
Welcome.
I also need to pee, and I will be right back.
Very glad that everybody's bodily functions are being, spoken about on my stream.
Dear Lost stream, Mono needs to piss. Be right back.
Mono
Okay.
is a medical doctor.
Thanks, guys, for the runs. I gotta get going.
Good night.
Just get some Pepto, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to join us, Loth?
Loth can show you guys what a chamois can actually do.
I mean, can he? I don't know.
Oh, right, it is Loth.
Ah.
Wow. If I
I'm just
remember
messing.
last night, first poll, we killed Sire, so, with me. I'm just saying.
I was there too. I mean, I think Temeraire made all the difference.
Yeah, maybe so.
'Cause, I mean, that's the thing that's usually not there.
It was like an hour late.
You were. You really were.
Temeraire just had to learn the third phase, that's all.
Temeraire.
No,
Yeah, what the fuck? Where'd you get that name, dude?
There's a popular book series about a dragon named Temeraire, and it's like a French name, and I don't know. I was trying to think of a name and it just came to me, and
Let's ask the French guy. Is it French?
Ah, Temeraire. Yeah, it is. Actually, now that I think of it,
Oh,
it is.
wow.
Oh my god.
I had to
Temeraire?
unfortunately misspell it when I came over to Storm Rage because some piece of shit was walking around there with my name.
Damn, dude. I've known you for days. You know that?
What?
I've known you for a long time.
Like
Yeah.
we've known each other for a while. The funny thing is I was actually in Animosity for a long time as a mage, and y'all didn't. So I don't think y'all ever put the two and two together.
I don't think so.
It was like Isabel with a Y, and that's when I originally started kind of raiding with you guys. But it was different raid leaders back then, like some gym guy and I don't know.
God.
something
Really?
else.
So it was before Boo took over as the raid leader then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was before
Yeah.
Boo, and Boo was poison back then, right?
Right, yeah. I came in when she was tanking on her Demon Hunter. And then she switched to,
She was like a rogue forever.
yeah, she switched back to a rogue. And then I tanked EP, and then we all came over here. And that's when you were playing your DH.
Yeah, I played
So-
DH, and then everybody and their mama started playing DH, and we would like go to raid, and like half the screen would be purple,
Yeah.
and I was just like, man, this isn't fun anymore. And also, everybody else's DHs were way better than mine. I was clearly doing something wrong. And we had no locks, so I switched to lock, and now half the fucking raid is lavender.
Yeah, we have a lot of locks now. Well,
I know, like out of nowhere, everybody and their mama wanted to be a lock.
Well, we only have Pandemic and Comey, right?
Yeah.
Pandemic. Well, yeah, because I guess
Yeah,
Victor swapped back to whatever. But still, 3 locks. That's I'm used to being the only one. Because then it was important. It was like, oh, we gotta bring Timberware to this raid. Because we need our cookies and we need our portals.
Oh yeah, I remember that last year. You're like, oh, we actually have a fucking portal. Or summoning.
Y'all needed my gates and everything, man. I was in high demand.
What
Oh,
key
no.
do you have, Loth? Oh, well, Laloon's going to.
A 4 NW.
Good night, Laloon.
Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday! It's still your birthday where you live.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Alright, well, y'all have fun. I hope y'all kill all the bosses and time all the keys.
Probably not, but
Probably not.
thanks.
Now that everybody's gone to bed.
Well, I mean, you'll have a lot better luck without me dying every 5 seconds with my 185 item level, so there is that.
185. I mean, I
Yeah.
think you did pretty fucking good for 185.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
On
thank
an 11,
you.
like yeah, nice. Huh? I
Yeah.
didn't know you were so low, but
Yeah.
You were enhancement, right?
Yeah, enhancement, which
Yeah, it's really strong.
I think enhancement is strong out of nowhere, so I'm excited to like gear her up and kind of.
Dude, if you take enhancement to raid, I get all the melee would really love you.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. On the rare occasion that I do get to raid, since y'all don't need my cookies and my gates and my portals anymore. Also, I refuse to fucking play Affliction other than in PvP. So.
Yeah.
yeah, but you do
Affliction's
good. You do good on Destro. You're Destro, right?
Yeah, but Destro's really hard on Sire. There's just too much moving around. You can't get your chaos bolts off. So like Affliction, you know, Pandemic for instance was fucking topping the charts on that AOTC pool, but like
I think I'm gonna.
all of his casts are pretty instant, whereas mine are like, if I can.
I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream since everybody's gone to bed. But what a fun stream, man. Did the live podcast, did some beats, and then a little bit of World of Warcraft doing nothing. So, catch me again. Might be tomorrow night. Not sure. I think tomorrow night for the raid for sure. Hopefully our first mythic kill will get her done. Anyways, y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching.